Welcome to the Double Nickel Birthday Show. This weekend was my 55, and the family and V took me out to various places to have some fun. We're going to talk about that on the show. I also want to say thank you to everyone that sent a message of happy birthday. I really appreciate it. If you like what you hear, don't forget to like and subscribe all over the place. TikTok, YouTube, we're putting out more content as much as possible. We also have a Patreon page if you want to go check that out. Really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Check it out. No different at all. No, I can't say that. It's not really 100%. I think I really put some thought into 55. Don't know why. It's just a habit of maybe the habit of somebody who's aging and they go, you know what? 50, numbers are very, people have benchmarks like, 55. Some people move by fives. Some people move by even numbers like, 4, 2, whatever. Me, typically, I like round numbers like 5, 10, things like that. I want to do this decade from this time to it's a clear delineation mark from one to the next. And something about 55, I don't know. I don't know that I ever thought I would be at 55. I just, when I was a kid, I never, I saw people before me kind of pass, and at times, and never really put a thought into how long I'd be around, and I've had some mishaps, a couple mishaps.
I thought you did in the sense that most of your family didn't make it really past 55.
Right. And that's why I'm saying I just never thought,
I thought you thought, I might not make it past 55.
I did. But I never sat around thinking about it like, no. This is the thing. But I just, when I would give it a thought, I would say to myself, I don't know. The others before me they weren't around here at 80, like your mom. But anyways, went out this weekend to celebrate. Started celebrating, I think, later on in the week. Thursday was probably the first day. And then we went out for a big celebration on Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Friday. Mm-hmm. And we started out we just drove south. You didn't tell me where we were going.
Yeah. I knew I wanted to take you to a couple spots, and I knew you might not dig it.
Yeah.
But what were your thoughts? I mean, it took you to the Pinpoint Cafe.
Okay. So we started out in La Jolla,
mm-hmm.
right? And that means, when I say that, that's obviously a very nice place. Good town.
And the weather was spectacular.
It was perfect. It wasn't too hot, really sunny.
73.
And we're down there. The only thing I could say is that, obviously we got on a day when there was fire trucks everywhere and there was people doing stuff right on the cove where we were at.
Oh, it was just, just a little training.
It did change the view, though. Let's be clear.
Oh.
It did change the view for me. It was right in the where it was, but it did. And then, you always want to get me out doing stuff down there. I don't like to go down there because it's not really for me.
La Jolla is also not that easy to go to.
No, it's not.
It's like when you go to, I equate it to LA. Like if I go to the Pacific Palisades area, when I go there, it's a pain in the butt. You have to go way out of the way from the freeway, go drive way into it. So you have to have a purpose to be there.
Yeah.
Same thing as with La Jolla. You got to go out of your way to go down in there.
It's a beautiful place.
It is gorgeous,
but it is
once you're there.
It's very pricey. It's very out of the way. And everything you do down there is just going to cost you more. Just for the sake of being where it is.
Okay. Well, either way. But on a day where the weather is perfect, the views are perfect, it was worth taking you down. And I wanted to go to that Pinpoint Cafe and just have a coffee and see and get a good view.
And that was tough because of where it is. It's not, there's no parking lots around close
it's not
by.
Easy.
There's no street parking where it is. It's really meant for the people at the aquarium. That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
And as nice as it could be, because we didn't really get to go in because of the parking situation.
And it was really busy.
It was the middle of the day on a Friday.
Yeah,
right?
No, it was morning. But yeah.
Late morning Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no parking. It's really for the people that work there or go to school there or whatever. But it looked interesting. We just didn't get a chance to enjoy that. So we moved on, went further south, and went into La Jolla itself, La Jolla proper.
I've been wanting to take you to the cave store, so I took you to the cave store.
I think you want to take you to the cave store.
I wanted to take me, but I wanted to take you too, because I'm why wouldn't I?
Well, I'm going to go along with you. I'm just saying, but it wasn't for me. It was for you.
I don't know. It's good for you to take some nice
okay.
video. It's a beautiful place to be.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, sure.
So you didn't like the cave? Did you like going down?
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't thinking, let's go hiking. Let's not go hiking. I was thinking, let's go see some stuff, but it is a hike. Just so you know, I don't know how many steps it is. Well, you're hiking on steps.
Say? Like 140.
I don't know.
145 steps.
You'll see videos online if you want to go to Two Grub Enthusiast or Jack Rolla. It's on there. But yeah, it's a long trek down these 104 steps or whatever in this tunnel, and it's nicely lit, but it can get slick towards the end because it's right, kind of the ocean's coming in there, and everything's wet.
It's like 145 steps, and the steps are not even.
Oh, certainly not even. Like they were made by somebody who didn't know how to make stairs. Yeah, some are 6 inches tall and some are 10 inches tall.
It's never like 2.
Yeah, and then they're slick, and whatever. But I don't know how long. How long has it been there? Probably a long time.
Forever.
How industrious that must be. You're living in there, and then you decide, let's just make some steps going in through this tunnel.
Yeah, it was some old bootleggers.
Probably, right?
Well, that's what it
is.
Yeah.
For bootleggers.
It's bootleggers.
La Jolla had bootleggers.
Bootleggers tunnel. Yeah.
What year was it established? Do you have any info?
No. I guess I.
It doesn't matter. It's there, and it is cool. And you get out. It drops you down into the this cave, ocean cave, where you can see some kayakers. Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the yakers.
Just you're in the cave, but yeah.
And then you were planning to take me to lunch over there, up in La Jolla.
No, I just wanted to take you to breakfast and coffee
at the coffee house, which we didn't. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't want to spoil your appetite because I was going to take you to some sushi spots that I had heard, and not one sushi spot, and then one other place that I'd heard about we've been wanting to go there. We just haven't. Sometimes it's just not that easy, especially on a Friday night. I'm like, I got all day, so let's go. So it was. I wanted to take you to Born and Raised.
Born and Raised. We didn't.
Is that what it's called? Born and Raised. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the. Oh my Lord! I already forgot the name.
Well, you had a list of places.
The sushi spot that was next to it.
Well, you had a list of places that were all closed.
So basically, every place that I wanted to take him to, there was like at least 3 sushi spots, and Born and Raised. None of them open before 4.
Yeah, we were down there in the middle.
And we were there at noon.
Yeah.
So I was very frustrated.
Sure.
But we did end up going to Barbosa.
Yeah. Because it was there and it was Little Italy and we were right there.
And it's just down the street from these places that I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And it was nice. You had been there before.
Uh-huh.
I had never gone.
We done a show with Busa Martini, Espresso Martini, Wendy McGlinnan. It's in a previous episode, probably 7 episodes ago, maybe more.
More.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But that was actually nice. The look inside, the bar, it was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Had a nice cocktail, some nice calamari.
Yeah. It's right in the heart of Little Italy.
Yeah.
Little Italy. I always have a problem saying that.
Hard saying that. But it was, I enjoyed it. I didn't eat. We only had a little appetizer because I was still dead set on getting you to some sushi. Yeah.
And the thing about it is I have to really manage my hunger. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to overeat. I like to be comfortable.
We're grazers. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Grazers. And I like to eat. I like to manage, unless it's amazing.
Right. Then we go crazy.
Yeah. Amazing is a whole different animal. When we're doing some investigative work to determine whether it's good or not, that's a different story. And you know what? I have a question about ratings. When I don't trust Yelp anymore. I don't trust it. I don't trust Google. And I think it comes down to I really don't know what people are giving 5 stars for. I don't know what they're giving it, what their criteria are sometimes. I don't understand what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust it at all. They're always wrong. Well,
again, that's what I'm saying. Like the criteria, I don't know exactly what they're rating it on. They go to a place and they walk in and they go, "Oh, I had the best noodles I've ever had," and then they don't talk about anything else. Oh, they're so great. The noodles. Oh, and the easy parking, 5 stars.
Or you'll have ones that'll be, the noodles were absolutely fantastic, but the service was not so great, 1 star.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff like that.
Yeah. Somebody, I couldn't, the parking spot, no parking, 1 star.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that I just don't even trust it. Mm-mm. It has to be more. And so what I determined, though, I did determine this weekend, though, that I have to start doing things a little differently, because, to say we'll do a show on a place and talk about how great it is, these criteria that people are going off of, we don't adhere to those. We don't have any correlation to those, because I like to look at the entirety of something, not just the parking or the whatever, 1 cocktail so good and 5 stars. No, I like to look at it like the whole thing, and say, oh, okay, well, this was good, this wasn't, this,
Yeah, but
it's just hard, and I think I've been speaking from the whole evening or the whole visit, That doesn't allow you to talk about just the food. So I think I'm going to have a segment that I'm going to do, like Tripping with Jack, like I had before. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to do some of that. And I'm going to do kind of like what Portnoy does, but I'm going to do it with all kinds of things that I like. And it's, I like pizza. I'm a fan of Portnoy and the Barstool president. But, the thing about it is I haven't had great experiences because I guess I haven't allowed myself to, because I'm grading the whole place, not just the hot dog or the pizza or the burger or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna start doing that. I want to, because I think that would be fun too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Be able to say, okay, let's forget about everything else. Let's just look at the food.
Let me just have this.
Just look at the food.
Hot dog.
Yeah, or let me be this amazing, lasagna. Just the lasagna, nothing else. Not, not the service, not the breadsticks, not the cocktails are great. No, but because then we can be more specific. Other than that, So we end up going over to
after Barbusa. I wanted to take you to Old Town because we hadn't really been to Old Town,
yes.
San Diego in
a minute.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
and I thought, well, let's go, because I actually thought, there is a sushi spot over there, closed also. Yeah. But I don't
think you should go to Old Town San Diego for.
No, I know, but I was surprised. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, let's give it a whirl. But besides that, I'm like, it's a beautiful day. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go see. Have a nice margarita. Have a nice.
Which we didn't.
We didn't.
No,
we didn't because we ended up. So as we're walking, still nice Old Town.
Still
typical,
great.
Still great. Yeah. Lots of cool little shops.
But the shops too also, why do they have, products of Guatemala?
Who cares?
No, it does. Because it's Old Town, California, Mexico, San Diego,
Yeah.
And we're putting in sushi bars and Guatemalan artifacts.
Somebody wants something different. So it's okay.
But, I don't know, traditional. Stay with it. It is what it is. It's not J-Town. It's not Koreatown. It's not, it's Old Town San Diego.
Okay.
Well, unless there was Old Town Sushi Bar in San Diego. If there was back in the old days, in the Western days.
Well, so don't complain too much, because after we got you a cigar, walked around.
We did go to the old cigar, the tobacconist in there.
Okay.
And we did get a cigar. Really good one.
Yeah.
And Gran Reserva Fuente. I don't recall what length or ring gauge, but it was very good. And then, of course, did all the wrong things with it. We went into the town area. I was just puffing away on my cigar, and you're taking pictures of me and whatever. I said, I'm going to take a picture of myself. So I took a picture of myself, and I think it was video. And I'm just kind of sitting there watching, and I look right above my head, which neither one of us noticed. No smoking.
Which was weird because we're like outdoors, and I thought, oh, no big deal. Just light up your cigar, babe. Have
just sit
fun.
Down there, right there in a little tunnel, right above my head. Big, cigarette with a circle around with a crossed out. Yeah, right there.
So we left. That's okay.
Yeah, we left.
We kept walking.
Yep.
The old place that we used to go to for margaritas.
Gone.
It wasn't gone. It doesn't open until 4.
No.
So
what was it called? It was a hotel.
It's a hotel.
It's a hotel.
Yeah.
They had a great courtyard. I don't know. I don't think it's the same.
There's
I
definitely.
don't think it's the same.
No, I doubt it's.
It
the
don't
same.
look the same as it did years ago. Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. But
it was so cool. But back then, the food was decent. Good margaritas.
We didn't even care. We would go for the margaritas and mariachi and chips and salsa.
I have to say something seriously though. Just kind of my stomach I'm hungry, right? And this is on the sidebar. I am hungry right now, and I was thinking I'm going to go out and run some errands, and return some stuff, and do whatever. Go to Costco, which I'm making salmon cups tonight. I think I'll make a video on that one. Little salmon cups. They're so good, and I'll do my own version. But I said, you know what? And then I saw a video pop up of what's it called?
I saw a video.
Dumplings and More.
Oh yeah.
And I saw the wings, and I was like, oh. And then I was like,
man, those wings. I don't even like wings, and those wings are damn
those
good.
are good. And but here's the thing. I thought about that for a moment, and I said, yeah, it's right there. Could do it. But then all this talk about margaritas and beans and nachos.
You had mentioned that you really had a good. That was what we started off with. I don't know if it was Thursday night or whatever.
Yeah.
I made all those bean and cheese burritos for you guys.
Well,
you guys really liked them.
Last time you went to your mom's, you brought home pinto beans and a jar.
They weren't pinto. That was the part.
Okay, sorry.
They're not even true pinto.
They were boiled.
I don't even know what they are.
Boiled beans, the Peruvian bean, I think is what it is. You don't care for them.
Not as much as the pinto.
Which, of course, I mean, because pintos are kind of great in this. We grew up with them. They have a certain smell. They have a certain taste that's unique only to them, right? Mm-hmm. And I can, you and I both can tell the difference immediately.
Yeah.
Plus, they cook differently, the Peruvian and the other one.
And I think that's why she likes it, because they cook fast. They cook, like she soaks them overnight.
Yeah.
The morning she cooks them. Literally, they were done in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Well, because you soak them.
Yeah, that's
you
what
soak
she's like.
pinto
Oh,
beans,
it's fast.
the same thing.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what you're basically doing is you're hydrating those beans.
Yeah,
But
I didn't know it was only like an hour and a half to cook.
Well, it doesn't take that long to make pinto. It takes a few hours to do pinto beans when they're raw. When they're dry.
See, I don't know. I guess I always thought it was hours.
No. It's a few hours. But so you brought home the pot of beans or the jar of beans.
Yeah, so she didn't have time to refry them because of I wanted to get back early, and so she just gave them to me. She's like, she said, oh, have him refry them, and she gave me chilies to give you to refry and all that.
And we had a couple serranos. We had and so I was like, you know what? I just heard that day, of course, the old manteca. People using manteca to fry beans, refries.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that sounds. I remember loving those fatty beans.
Oh my God, my grandmother used to make them like that.
But I don't have manteca, which is lard, right? So I had some beef tallow, and I know the beef tallow I have is so unique because it's Wagyu. I think it's Wagyu beef tallow. It's such a signature flavor, and I know that is in the past when I've used it for other things. It is interrupted the flavor. It adds a very strong flavor to me.
Really?
So I had put just a half a teaspoon of the fat into the pan, got it going, and then kind of fried the chilies a little bit, darken them up a little bit so they have a little flavor. But right before I put the chilies in or put the beans in, I emptied some of the fat that I had. It was already liquefied, and I just threw it away because I didn't want it to add all that flavor. So I softened up the chilies a little bit, and then I threw the beans and the boiled beans into the thing, and it did still impart a bit of the flavor. But I'm not used to that flavor. It's a very distinct flavor. It's like putting bacon grease, in your eggs. It tastes like eggs taste like bacon.
Yeah.
Either like it or you don't. Mm-hmm. I don't typically love bacon flavor in my eggs, which sounds dumb because you like bacon and eggs.
Yeah, because you're already having.
But I just don't.
It's too much.
I don't like all the bacon little fried burnt bits in my eggs and whatever. So, anyways. I said, okay, I'm going to be very careful with this tallow beforehand. But you know what? Anyways, I refried them. They were very good. They had a bit of that flavor that I was kind of put off by a little bit by themselves. But when you made those, you always make bean and cheese burritos for the kids.
My kids
since they were little.
Yeah.
And I noticed it, but I wasn't put off. Mm-hmm. And then I was hungry. They were just so good. I don't know. I don't know if you kind of ever had this, and maybe people go, well, what's the big deal? It's just bean, cheese, burrito. Well, if you do them right with the right beans and the right cheese and the whatever, they can be absolutely decadent to me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'll add a little chili. In this case, I had to put a little guacamole in it.
So incredible. So it's everything you want. I don't know what people's ideal of, when they eat food texturally, right? I think texturally mine is kind of it turns into just a mastication, a smooth kind of mastication of the beans and tortilla and cheese. That's what you like in a cheeseburger too, if you know. Okay. Just so you know, when you have a big cheesy, meaty, kind of oily, gooey kind of burger, that's what people like. That's what you eat a taco. Lots of salsa and queso and cheese and all that. It's all creamy and Well, I have woke up this morning and I was thinking. I immediately thought about the dumplings when I saw the video. Mm-hmm. Again, by the way, what is a dumpling? Mushy, creamy, gooey, casing around the meat. No, it's what you want. Yeah. Anyways, so is the bean and cheese burrito. And then since we were out at Old Town, when I was in Old Town, we were walking around. And I said, you know what I want? I want that flavor of what we had when we first started going to Old Town, which was they would make the tortillas, the corn tortillas right there for you and hand them out for free. Fresh. But then I was thinking pinto beans and salsa and crema and some queso fresco, or what's the other one?
What the other cheese?
The other one, the
cotija?
More cotija, which is a little more tart and stinky. It's a more cured cheese. I was thinking something like that. And then today, when I don't know, man, chips and salsa with pinto beans and cheese and nachos. Oh,
I don't know if I didn't tell you, but I had bought that skirt steak on yesterday.
You bought skirt steak?
Yeah, the other.
We should cook that right away before it goes bad.
Well, that's why.
How much did you get? Like 2 flaps, two. Okay, we can make tacos.
And I bought stuff to make chimichurri. So I was going to do it different. Okay. I was going to do that with chimichurri sauce with some roasted potatoes and some broccoli.
Yeah, that sounds good too. Well, in hopes that we don't let the meat go bad, we should probably do that soon. And it is a nice sunny day. Mm-hmm. Would you rather do that than the salmon? Oh, see, salmon cups. All right. Wow. That changes my whole day if we're doing that. I
didn't say you had to do that. I'm just giving you options.
Well, I didn't know we had it, and I thought salmon, and it would be easy, but I don't have to go do that today. Anyways, I do think nachos. Nachos sounds good. Well, not nachos. Something, though, with beans. And I tried to solve my problem with that with Chipotle. It's not the same thing at all. Chipotle is
I love Chipotle. Don't put it down.
Whatever. You know what? I just think everything is just not 100%. You know what I mean? It's a big honking mass of beans and rice, all this stodgy
No, but
stuff.
see, you make it different than I do. Everybody makes theirs different. For me, I don't go to Chipotle for like authentic Mexican burrito.
No, I don't either. You do know that all those black beans and pinto beans and it's supposed to be cheese. And the cheese is not gooey. See, that's what it is.
I don't even use cheese.
I do. And the cheese, why do you eat a bean and cheese burrito? Why do you eat nachos? Why do you eat a
when
big
I go to
burrito
Chipotle, I don't go there
gooey
for that.
Beans and stuff inside? Why do you do it? That's why. Chipotle is not hot enough to melt the cheese and make it gooey and make it yum. And that's what it's off for me. Because by the time what you get is you get this behemoth of a thing in this giant tortilla and everything's sitting in a bin, and it's the only part of the bin of where all the ingredients are. Let's say you have what's the name of that meat I had? Adobada? No, it was I don't remember what it was. Shredded beef.
Shredded barbacoa?
Yeah, that is sitting in this tin, and there's a heating element beneath. Mm-hmm. So the only part of it that stays warm, hot, is on the bottom, and on top it cools off. So when they grab the ingredient and they put it in this big mass of rice and a few beans, and then they do.
Then tell them to grab it from the bottom.
I don't know. No, honestly, I don't think that if I want to do that, I'll just make it myself. I don't need to tell. You should know.
Well,
you should know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, that's what I missed the other day, and that's what I think I'm going to get today. Whether I go dumplings which is gooey, hot. And the thing about it too, temperature is a big thing, by the way. Temperature is huge. Last night, my lasagna wasn't hot. It was hot and it was hot-ish, but it was enjoying it, whatever. But I thought the whole time if it was just a little hotter, and I don't want to send it back. I was like, it just wasn't hot enough.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was scalding.
Okay, but you know how we differ, right? So you like it hot, I like it very hot. So, anyways, that's the thing I've noticed that I like, and I think everybody likes it to some extent. They just don't acknowledge it. You like that gooiness, the cheesy, melty thing, hot, and with all that warmth and that salsa and
yeah, and everybody's different. Like you said, you
we're
like
not
that.
All that different.
No, we are, because a lot of people like Chipotle, but we're going for different reasons. I don't go for that. I go for I want that bowl or a burrito, but I do not want pinto beans. No.
But if you notice, the best Chipotle I've ever had is when we buy a bowl and you make the burritos.
Exactly.
And what do? You heat it up.
I heat it up, absolutely.
Yeah. But you know what's that heat?
No, I'm not. I don't disagree with you there. But what I was just saying is that, like, I don't like their pinto beans.
I didn't say you did.
And I don't
suggest that you ever like their pinto beans.
Well,
I'm simply saying that when
and I don't put cheese.
Anybody works at Chipotle or anybody who's in the charge of Chipotle, I know you guys are successful. You don't need to hear my input. Heat it up, man. Make it hotter. That's just saying to you right now. That to me is a big thing. Make it hotter. Don't bring it to me cold. Not tepid. Not Luke. None of it. Hot. Okay, there you go.
Can we get back to Old Town?
But today, on the back of Old Town, my visions of when I was walking into Old Town were those freshly made corn tortillas, hot, with beans and that white melty cheese and a little bit of salsa. I don't need complications. I don't need 84 kinds of meat. I don't need lettuce and whatever other stuff, corn bits and stuff. No. If you've done the corn tortilla fresh, like your tia, and then you put those beautifully refried beans, simple little bit of cheese, maybe, I don't know, just a hint of meat if you want, a little bit of chili, maybe some fresh salsa of some kind. What else do you need? Mm-hmm. So now I need to think of a place when I go out today. If I'm going out, I'm going to decide now. I got the other meat I need to cook. If I go out, I think I need to go to a place where I can get a singular margarita, good margarita, and beans with, like I said, the cheese, a little bit of white cheese, maybe some guacamole. Yeah. Where do I go for that?
You go to Guadalajara.
That is a tried and true place for that, by the way. Margaritas,
margaritas are terrible.
Just a picture of whatever.
But you have to ask for it to be made differently. That's the only way.
What do you mean?
You have to go to the bar, don't use their crap tequila.
Oh, well, you know what? I don't know that that's the problem for me. It's like the problem
it's also the mix.
It is all mixed to me. I mean, you could put any kind of tequila as long as the mix is right, and their mix is just
I would order
comes out of a plastic can, or I don't know what it is. What's happening with it? I have no idea. It's allegedly. I have no idea how they get their mix, but I know the only mix that I like is fresh juice mixed with good tequila and maybe Controy or Cointreau or Triple Sec or whatever you're going to do. I just don't know where to get that. If anybody knows of a knockdown, drag-out, authentically made Mexican dish with good beans, good guacamole, that kind of thing, and top-notch margaritas. I don't mean those, $26 margarita.
Hey, how's the margarita and the place Fortuna's?
How's the what?
How's Fortuna's?
Yeah. Fortuna's is I really like Fortuna's. I just don't like going there. That's all. Okay. That's just me. And you say, oh, well, why?
No, I understand.
I love their tuna chicharron. I would die for their tuna chicharron.
Yeah, I was thinking tuna chicharron tacos with some with a margarita.
And some beans, a bowl of beans,
sure.
A little bit of crumbly
I've never had
cheese
their beans,
on top.
so I
haven't either, but I know I want beans today.
Go try it.
No thanks.
Try it.
Nah. No. Look, there's some places you just like to go and be, and some places you don't. This is not one.
Okay.
I like mi Guadalajara. I like going in there. But you know,
it's just not the best.
it's just up high.
That one's more like you get a good vibe sometimes, especially on a weekend or something.
And because of the way it's kind of built, like it's like upper floor and whatever, you kind of get acoustically. If they've had music in there, it's well done.
That's what.
Yeah. So if you go in there on a music day, right, and go up into the bar just in the little back corner and have the picture of,
or up on the second floor balcony area,
of like margarita mix with the house tequila, it'll get you where you want to go. Salsa galore. Right? And guacamole.
It's just like going to, what's that one that we used to go to in LA?
Any number of, El Gato.
No. It's like not really, the one in the
El
marina.
Torito.
That's the one.
El Torito.
Yeah.
It's like there was a bunch of them.
It's like
what was the other one that was in Santa Monica there?
That's it, El Torito.
Is that El Torito as well?
Yeah. On Ocean Park?
There used to be a place called El Gato too. That was good. I don't know how many, I don't remember where that was. God, I wish I was in LA right now. We go to Talpa.
That's different. See, there you go.
Solve my problems.
That's going to solve your problems.
Talpa.
Well,
I'm going Thursday.
Yeah?
Yay!
You can go Thursday.
Oh, buddy, old pal,
I know I'll find you there.
I don't know. I don't know yet. Anyways, Thursday might actually change a little bit to me. I thought I had an idea. So, maybe I'd see some friends on the night. I don't know. I haven't worked it out.
You'll figure it out.
But I was thinking maybe go have a good meal somewhere. But if I can get my my Mexican flavors handled beforehand, just some simple.
If not,
just give me a bowl of beans. Give me a bowl of beans, good ones, and some. If you have freshly made corn tortillas or good corn chips, like good ones, you know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a lime. I'm gonna squeeze lime over the top of those house chips, like they do at Chipotle. They make a good. I like their chips with the lime.
Oh, they do
there.
make good chips. Yeah.
They need to work on their guacamole though. It's freshly made. There's fresh avocado in there, but it does need some work. Like if I'm honest, it needs a little of dialing in on the seasoning. I know a bunch of teenagers are doing it, but they need to work on it. Please, could you just dial it in? Get the recipe down. It's easy. You just portion everything. Tell them how many grams of salt to put in, how much, but just dial it in. It's just bland. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever. I know you're a Chipotle, devotee. I know it's easy. I know if you're looking for beans and rice and tortilla, whatever, and fill it with whatever meat you like. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, they have a honey chipotle chicken now.
I haven't tried.
Which I haven't tried.
Yeah, but I don't get to go. I mean, I know my kids go to there all the time, and
they go there all the time.
I don't. Yeah, I don't ever go. Yeah, well, so going back to,
but based on that whole visit of downtown. That's what got it started.
Yeah, but so
that's what kicked it off.
Oddly, we were down in Old Town, and like I said, I wanted to take you sushi. We did find a sushi spot that was open.
We did. And shout out to Isaac at Sushi Fuego Sushi.
Isaac was so nice, so helpful. It was just nice to be sitting out there on their little patio. Yeah. I think it's a little tiny hole in the wall.
It's all outdoor.
Dive.
It's all.
Yeah, you're not going to a sushi bar. You're sitting out on a couple tables that they have out there, or sitting on the couches. Is what we did.
Yeah, the little lounges.
Just fun. We just sat out there, had beer, had some sake, had some.
And they took us into the back when we saw the big piece of bluefin.
It's just right there, but
the bluefin there.
Yeah,
so good. So beautiful, man. I mean, a nice video. Check it out. Really good. It's doing well on you know what? That's the thing too. It's doing really well on Jack Grilla on, which is our other podcast, Jack Grilla, Jack GRI-LA. Check it out. We're on a lot of places now.
Well, that experience there was fun. And it's almost like this little enclave, right? Where you can have where that Fuego Sushi is, right next to them is a donut shop. Behind that is a little burger shop. Right in that same shopping center is a little Mexican joint that you can go. And then there's something else, a little store or something. I can't remember. Yeah. Coffee. Maybe it was a coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's nice little enclave there.
Oh, lots of different things you can have there, experiences.
Yeah, it was really, really nice, really comfortable, nice vibe.
Yeah. But, I'm going to be honest with you. Could you imagine putting a sushi bar right in the middle of Olvera Street, downtown LA? No.
Well, that's why it was kind of funny. But,
is it funny?
Well, funny. Maybe not funny, haha, but funny odd. But it worked out for me because...
No, it worked. I mean, as far as it was Sushi Fuego. Fuego Sushi is great. They have some beautiful cuts. And then when they did cut the fish, it was so sweet. So sweet and fresh. My goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
we had a nice little time. We didn't eat a lot, but I just wanted to get, a little something in our bellies.
Yeah. And we did. Great visit. Loved it. Would like a bar though. I'm a big fan of sushi bar.
Yeah,
going to the bar.
Yeah, this isn't that.
I mean, as fun as sitting on the little chairs, I need a bar. You know why I like the bar? Because I like to talk to the chef.
Sure. I know you like to see the food. You like to ask questions. You like
and ask, hey, what do you do with
this?
this? What do you do with that? Oh, it looks really good. What do you do here? And then they do it. I like that. So the next stop we did make, though, is we kind of finished up there. And then we got in the car, right? Or did we stop?
Yes, we did. No,
No.
I think we did. We ended up, I ended up taking you. I got your present, your lotion, and
oh yeah.
Then I was getting into.
Speaking of which, shout out to a brand called Vital Body, Vital Body. They make an incredible lotion.
Cream.
A cream. Years and years ago, I went to Erewhon on Venice Boulevard in Venice, and I bought this CBD lotion for your mom. It was for her knee. It just smells so good.
That's the thing with it.
It smells so good.
It smells really good.
It's amazing. I love the smell. It smells
like you're in a spa.
You feel like you're in a spa. What is it? Lavender or eucalyptus? What is it?
No, I don't even know. It's almost citrusy.
Lemongrass or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just so. I feel when I put it on, I just take a little dollop and just put it on your neck, and it smells so good to me. I feel like I'm someplace else.
So we were in Encinitas at that point. I found that lotion, which is hard. I mean, cream. Yeah. It's so hard to find.
It is.
I mean,
hard.
you can buy it online.
Yeah.
But if I just wanted to go to the store, we used to be able to go to Erewhon to get it. Now Erewhon doesn't have it.
No.
So
it's pricey too.
I found it at Lazy Acres in Encinitas. If anybody wants to go, Vital Body, CBD cream, and they have it in 2 different strengths.
Yeah, and we got
I got you the higher
industrial strength.
I don't remember, what is it, 1600, 1800, whatever it is.
1600. I'm not sure. Whatever, 100 of what?
1600 milligrams of CBD of something. I don't know. Whatever.
It doesn't make you feel high or anything. It's just for
doesn't have
anti-inflammatory
THC. Yeah, it doesn't have that.
It just makes you feel.
It just helps for the pain.
Yeah, it just smooths everything out. Plus, you get to smell like you're in a spa.
Exactly.
So great.
Exactly.
So we get down there to that area, and we're buzzing around. We don't really know where to go. We know,
I do.
We know Chico. We love Chico.
No, I knew where I was taking you.
You knew we were going to that sushi bar?
Yeah, that was the other. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the other one that supposedly is good, which is weird. We used to live in that area slightly, like La Costa area. It wasn't there when we lived there.
I don't know.
Now I remember him telling us 17 years.
When we first started going we were living in that area, and this is 97, where there was a place called Mr. Sushi. And they used to have all you can eat for $25 or something like that.
Yeah, but this wasn't. This has been there. I think he said 17 years. So it was just after. So it's called. What's it called? Kato Sushi.
Okay.
Kato Sushi in Encinitas. It's on Encinitas Boulevard, right? Let me look it up.
And they have a really great thing that we ended with, but my favorite again is salmon skin hand roll. I just love salmon skins hand rolls.
Yeah. So this is Kato Sushi, 130A on North El Camino Real. North El Camino Real in Encinitas. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of the things that I kind of go off of, whenever I eat sushi, I always go off of 2 things. 2 things that I order that indicate to me whether we're going to get along or not. One of them was great, and the other one was not. One of them was, to me, was the, I always go off of spicy tuna roll. That to me, it wasn't there for me. Salmon skin hand roll was there. So was it the best one I've ever had? Honestly, the best one I've ever had may be right now at, what is it called? The one in Escondido by Trader Joe's.
Oh, Nori?
Nori. Yeah. Nori may have the best salmon skin hand roll that I've ever had.
Wow.
And
wow.
I can't speak to the rest of it, but I'll tell you that salmon skin hand roll at the end of your meal, just as you're kind of top it everything off. So good. So good.
Well, we did have their sashimi like set chef special sashimi. That was good.
It was good.
He put clam in there because I like octopus. But he's like, no, I don't have really good fresh octopus. Let me give you some fresh clam. Oh, it was so good.
Well, let me just dookie on your parade here. Mm-hmm. I cannot beat Glassbox for the sashimi. I can't beat them or Sushi On in San Marcos near the Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, those two right there right now are where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, if I was to say which one is doing better, Glassbox edges out Sushi On by just a hair. And incidentally, they're inconsistent.
I was about to say
that. Yeah, they're inconsistent. And I think we've been there 3 times or something.
Yeah.
2 times. No, 1 time.
One time was
One
phenomenal.
time was an 11 on a chart of 10.
Phenomenal. And the other 2 have gone down.
The other 2 they were thinner, the cuts were thinner, and they weren't the same. And you'll say, well, okay, what's the big deal? Well, and not only is it the value, the quantity of fish is different, but the experience was different because there's something about the larger cuts of fresh fish. You just have obviously more value, but the mouthfeel, the cut was just thicker and it filled your mouth up. It was just the wasabi and the soy sauce.
We also had some different sushi or different meats.
Yeah.
So the first time was better variety.
I'll be honest with you. The guy that was there, and I hadn't seen him since though. Okay.
No.
Young guy. He had just started there. Maybe he's gone.
Yeah.
But he would, and also we told him why we were there. For grub enthusiasts, yada yada. We did tell him.
Oh, okay.
And we were told, yeah. And maybe he, maybe amped it up a little.
Oh, okay.
Could be.
Don't know.
The other 2 times it was just, it was actually the owner there rather than this guy. And they were not the same. So I don't know what that means. It means I won't be going back. No, no, I'm not saying we'll go back. It just,
no, it was
not the same.
It wasn't the same.
Be consistent, man.
Yeah.
I'll say it like this. I think it's everybody who has a restaurant, actually anybody in business, be consistent. If you're consistent, people will get used to it. With the show, even the show. Put it out once a week. Same day. Every day.
Got to be consistent.
Do it twice a week. You can do it twice a week, stay on twice a week, but do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get it.
Well, yeah. So Kato Sushi, I thought it was good. I mean, if I'm in Encinitas, I would definitely go back.
Oh, okay.
I like the eel. We got freshwater and saltwater eel.
I'm very seldom in Encinitas, if I'm honest, and especially on El Camino Real, that area. Very seldom.
Mm-hmm.
And would I spend my money there again? No. It's not on my list of like, oh, this is the top 5 or whatever sushi bars. It's
okay.
Not. No. As far as a sushi experience, Glassbox they're not only aesthetically amazing, in a great place, in a cool part of town, amongst other businesses that we would like to go to. Not only that, but they look beautiful. The sashimi plate, the presentation is top notch, and the cuts of fish top notch. So, okay, Sushi On by the Walmart in San Marcos, or like just Escondido ish.
That's San Marcos.
But yeah, it's a stone's throw from Escondido. Let's say that. You're right in there. It's in the conversation.
And Sushi Nori for salmon skin roll.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That salmon skin hand roll is so incredible. It's reliable. It's the same every time. It's bountiful. It's crispy where it needs to be crispy. And the meat, so good. So good.
I still haven't found my sushi spot in San Diego. I just can't find like certain things that I used to like. I still like the octopus carpaccio.
Oh my God.
Like octopus carpaccio. Like what's the other one?
The Ankimo.
Ankimo.
Or the baby Ankimo. Squids. I don't know what they call them. Yeah. Baby squids.
Or the live scallops when Keizo used to cut that live scallop. They slice those things so super thin, and he gives me a little side dish of these mushrooms, sautéed mushrooms.
Yeah. Don't even see. So again, that is again what it is that makes the difference.
Yeah.
And when you're at Kaizen, like I said, Keizo. When you're at Keizo, you just freaking knew what you were going to have. You knew that it was every dish you ordered was going to taste like the one time you had before.
Yeah.
You know, it was going to be reliable, and they took care of you. Not because we were doing Grill Enthusiasts. This is
No.
20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They took care of you. They looked after your experience. That is everything. It's everything.
Yeah.
Who cares if you have great food, but they treat
So
you
no
like crap?
matter what, I think I have to take you back to some of these other sushi spots that
No,
are down
no,
in
no,
San
no,
Diego.
no.
I just have to do it
I'm
after
not.
4.
No, I'm not interested. No, and I'm not interested. You know why? I've come to the realization that sushi is everybody has their own sushi jam. You know, we went to a place down University. Remember, we went there, and I don't recall the name of it, but the 4 of us went. The boys and we were down there for tennis.
Oh, like wait, North Park area?
It could be.
Okay.
And they had all the beautiful murals on the wall and everything.
Okay.
Just it wasn't.
It was okay.
But
Sushi Ota has really great sushi, but visually,
yeah. It's not. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. That's not.
Is it?
Oh yeah. So
I doubt it's any more expensive than any other.
what I'm just saying to you is this: the places that win for me are the places that have all the components.
Yeah.
And the food being the foremost.
Of course.
I mean, let's start the food. Start with the food.
Yeah.
And then work your way down. And if you check off the list, boom, 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 you win. You win.
They gotta have and they gotta have your kikusui.
That's a feather in your cap. And not to say that we haven't had the alternative sometimes that are okay. Like we were at Glass Box.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
No. Well, let's say it like this. If you're a beer drinker and you like light beer, well, LITE beer is for you. That's what you drink. And so anything else is not right. If you're a Corona guy, you don't like drinking Pacifico. But if you're a Heineken guy, you don't like to drink Moosehead. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'll have it if it's there. But I'm a Heineken guy. That's what someone will say.
Well, yeah. So I guess I'm
like you.
I'm Kikusui.
Paul Michel Champagne. You're a Paul Michel person.
I am now.
You are.
Yeah.
You're Paul Michel.
But I like a lot of other ones, so you can't say I'm that.
I think you and I like sparkling drinks. You like your everyday drink that you will drink every moment of every day is
every moment.
A Perrier or Perrier first, right? Or is it the other one first?
What, Pellegrino? No, I like Perrier better than.
Okay, so you start with Perrier, and then Pellegrino if it's there.
One's just not as carbonated.
Yeah. Are you a Coke or a Pepsi? Are you a Sprite or a 7-Up? Are you a Fanta or are you a Crush? You know what I mean? What are you? Are you a Chicago or are you in New York? Or are you an Apple or a PC? What's up to you, man? But that's what it's about.
Okay.
Me, unfortunately, I am without. Like some people say,
Well, you had that new beer. Okay, so we were at Kato and they had the
new beer.
They had a different beer.
Rice beer.
It was really good.
Really good. Really
Exactly.
good. Yeah. See, again, that's nice.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't. I'm sorry to be so critical. I don't have enough money to go spend $200 a night at places. So I'm being very selective. I'm not even being snobby. Snobby saying, well, I just eat this all the time, so it's got to be great. No, it's got to be great because I'm not going to spend my money everywhere. I'm not going to blow $200 on some
Can't afford
basic joint. Not. And just because you have sushi on the name doesn't mean it's end all be all. And unfortunately for me, maybe I am being a stickler. Want to be a stickler? What derogatory word could you apply to what I'm doing? Oh, you're just being fussy. You're being tough on play. Yeah, okay. I believe, but let's say I understand this. If it is awesome, undeniably, I'll give you all my money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, take it all.
Well,
That's how good it is. I want to find that. So look, if you're out there and you're listening to this goon babble on about his sushi love and whatever, but so fussy, go to the comments, go to the thing, tell us.
we need to go back to Keizo is no longer in business in Culver City, but they have been replaced by some other sushi.
Brothers Sushi. We haven't been.
I want to go try them.
Yeah.
I've got to try them. Just curious.
I'm curious. We're going to be there Thursday.
Yeah.
Just saying. But anyways, okay. So if you're in Old Town and you want to have some sushi, God, you saw the fish. If you haven't seen the video, go to anywhere, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. It's all up. Go and check out the video, the cut they have of the bluefin. If they do everything like that, they win, hands down. And I'm gonna be honest, the stuff they made us, it was beautiful.
It was good.
And the sweetness of the fresh fish was absolutely detectable.
Yeah, we had bluefins, typical stuff. Bluefin, salmon.
I don't know how typical that is, but that was a beautiful piece of fish.
Typical. I'm saying
expensive piece of fish.
We got just like what you would get at any place, but it was good. I mean, it was really good.
Quality of the fish made all the difference. So sweet.
And it didn't help, or it didn't hurt that I think it was the owner, Isaac, was there. Very helpful, very nice, very proud of his establishment.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Beautiful mural on the wall of a geisha. Took a video of that too. You want to see that? It's up there. Yeah. So from there, we went to the spot in Encinitas. Did we do anything else?
I went and got the bottle of champagne, and then we came back and had.
Yeah. So we went to Total Wine and bought what could quite possibly be my favorite sparkling wine,
under
champagne,
$50.
In the price range that is somewhat reasonable. It's so good. And then we let one of our sons tried it as well. He loves it now.
Hopefully not.
Well, yeah, he can't afford that.
But yeah, no. Then we came back and we just had I did a little charcuterie.
Was that at that night? Was that night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't it?
I don't think it was the next night.
Oh God, see, I'm confusing all.
Yeah, the next night was actually my birthday, Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And you guys went out. Yeah, and so here's the thing. It was like we'd been out. Like the week before, we went to a Carlsbad, okay? And then we went to, on Friday, we went out and did all that stuff. So Saturday, I was kind of burned out a little. I'm not saying I wasn't, I was just thinking to myself, again, where am I going to go to have an exceptional experience and then take my children, who they themselves are hypercritical and have their own tastes and likes. How do we go satisfy everybody without spending $1 million? I just was like, nah, let's just stay home.
Yeah.
And it was nice though. You gave me what I wanted for my birthday. You did. Somebody cleaned my patio. Was it you and him or both?
Costas and I did.
Cleaned my patio, which needed it needed a deep dive. It's dust everywhere. It was just it hadn't been cleaned. Deep dive
in a year,
years maybe. And we live in the sticks, so everything's covered in dust. And I was planting outside. Where I was
weed
whacking. The boy, my other son, was out there weed whacking, and
he gave you a cigar.
We had a cigar. We kind of tried the cigar.
You went riding in your FJ.
Took him. He drove. Went around the FJ around the neighborhood here.
Then we did. Then we did. Fight. Did we do fight night? Yeah, fight night.
Yeah, we tried, but the main event, Kelsey Barber, whatever, she dropped out of the fight, and the main event got canceled. Bummer. So what a kibosh on that one.
We still had our champagne and charcuterie stuff. And
is there any more of that, Michelle? Is that all?
No, that was gone that night.
So good. So I try to explain it like this: it tastes like a toasted brioche bun to me. If you took a freshly baked brioche and you toasted it, that's what that champagne, the essence of it is.
Essence, but it's got a lot of fruit.
Oh yeah, it's got grassy notes. It's got it's got little fruit,
citrusy.
It has dry components. It's very good, very good. And for the money, you can't really beat it. It's vintage, 2010. That's a 15-year-old bottle of champagne. It's fantastic. So awesome, Paul Michel. They have in all different flavors, not flavors. Vintages. They go back to we had a 08 6 months ago.
Yeah, that
was my favorite. Or was the 09?
I think you said 09 or 08.
09.
One of them.
I think 09 was my favorite.
Okay, but
it's all right. You can't split hairs. But so we came back here, had a little kind of a charcuterie thing with fruits and cheese. Oh my God! I remember we were sitting there watching the fight, and you were kind of like, "Well, everybody wanted to eat something different." But I asked for you specifically. I said, "Would you bring me some brie?" And some manchego. Did you more of that manchego? Is it all gone?
No, there's a little bit.
And I picked out on both. Ate them all. There was 2 bricks left. Every bite of that brie. My goodness gracious.
Yep.
Man,
I got you what you asked for, so hopefully it was
so
good.
So good. So good. But you know what? Did we do anything else? No, that was it.
That night? Yeah. Sorry.
The I think okay, so then that was the day of my birthday. We watched the fight, went to bed, everything was great, and had a nice night, family night in the house, whatever. Sunday, was it Sunday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. We were all here, and I was saying, I think you want to take me to breakfast. Is that when that was?
Yeah, I was going to take you to breakfast, but you weren't feeling it. You wanted to do whatever you want to do, which is fine. It's your birthday.
Yeah, and I thought, yeah, I could go again. It's just so hard to please everybody. You know what I mean? And then in an effort to try and please everybody, you're just blowing your money away. You're just shooting it out of every orifice, right? So I was thinking, well, I had a vision. I had gone out early on Saturday, and I figured, well, I'm gonna buzz around a little bit, and I'm just gonna drop in over there if I'm close. I'm gonna drop off into the Original Pancake House, and just get me a 3 pancake stack. Just nothing major, simple, cup of coffee, 3 pancakes. Well, I didn't get in. And I was thinking, well, I'll stop here. I was out in Oceanside, and I went to an old haunt, thinking I could just run in. No. Buccaneer Cafe, right there in Oceanside, a line out the door, down the street. And they used to have amazing breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
15 years ago, 20 years ago. Amazing. I am sure they're still the same.
Still, if there's a line out the door, they're probably still.
Yeah, but it's also, it wasn't as populated back then. It is super populated in Oceanside now. And a lot of young people out there, couples and things all out for breakfast. So that's part of it too. It's also location. But I imagine the food's still got to be solid. So I didn't get in there. Come Sunday, I was like, we've done it. We've done it all. I got a nice gift. My son bought me flip-flops. My other son bought me a couple cigars. We were here at the house. They were doing my chores for me around the yard. Awesome. I don't want to go blow cash sitting down to the Original Pancakes for $100 or go wherever.
Oh, you had Einstein bagels. So
I brought bagels.
Yeah, we had bagels. We had
had
eggs.
Things.
We had stuff.
And
then I made stuff, but you didn't eat it.
No, I was like, I'm going to save, because you know what? I'm an overweight guy. So I'm being now very specific about where I eat, what I eat. That's another thing too, about, kind of being a stickler. If I'm going to blow money, a couple $100 in your place, oh man, you better knock it out of the park. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but a couple $100 doesn't come by me very easily.
No, I understand. And yeah.
So if I'm going to do it, it's got to be good.
We ended up, so even though I made pesto caprese sandwiches, or burrata, it's like a mix, right? It's burrata. It's a sandwich with burrata and pesto. And I made that for the boys, but I also made a chicken. So I made chicken pesto. Yeah. But you didn't want any of that. But we did. So you saved your appetite for a nice Italian meal.
Okay. And I think I've mentioned this place too many times now. Probably. Villa Capri Poway. Mm-hmm. And I asked for this specifically. And I wanted this meal. I wanted the lasagna. Mm-hmm. Again, gooey, cheesy.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. I love their lasagna. And I like going there. Is it the most up-to-date contemporary spot? No. Is it the most fashionable place to be seen? No. Is it the young crowd that's there?
No.
But I'm going to tell you right now, shout out to Kyle over there at Villa Capri and Poway. They have, I don't, look, I'm not from Italy. And if you get somebody from, Naples come over here and they go, okay. But I like lasagna. I like Italian food. And this place by far has it. They have beautiful food. And our son, he had a short rib, mm-hmm. beautiful braised short rib, shallow braised.
Oh, he loved it.
Rendered, mm-hmm. gorgeous. I had the lasagna and I ate the whole thing. I never eat the whole thing, by the way. Never. Yeah. Oh, he also is a fan of another gooey, delicious, chewy, yum, Simple Bread. They do these little, they take a baguette, warm it up, and then they serve it sliced on the bias with some simple, I don't know how simple it is. I shouldn't say that. It's a tomato sauce, like it's like a marinara, and it's just so fresh and sweet and tasty and yum.
Yeah,
I love it. It's
and
not
and their calamari was good. We had calamari also.
delicious calamari. Only I would say second, and this is a personal preference, second to Jimmy's All American in San Diego. By far, to me, the best, hands down, calamari I've ever had. Period. So perfectly done. They do it exactly the same way every time. If they serve it with like what is it called?
Sage and spice.
Fresh sage, and they also have those chilies, those fried chilies.
Yeah,
they're called
shishito. No,
shishito peppers. They might be shishito peppers. Yeah, fried shishito peppers, and then they have a creamy kind of it's creamy based mayo based sauce.
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah. The best, incredible. The sage adds such a nice little touch. So second only to there.
Yeah, so it was. So we had that. I had a portobello mushroom ravioli.
Yeah. So, and again, only second to their butternut squash.
Oh yeah, their butternut squash
ravioli. Yeah.
To me, whenever they have a special, and if they've got ravioli on that special, I always buy it.
Yeah, yeah. So amazing though. I mean, really solid food. You guys can share. There's plenty. It's balanced. It's a nice portion. And if you load up on the bread with the sauce and and then the appetizer, you're full. Oh. We had something else this time that we have never had there.
No, we have had that.
Have we had it there?
Yeah, we have.
Well, I don't know. It hit the spot. Our son enjoyed the heck out of it. We love tiramisu. We have it wherever we go. If they have a tiramisu, we're going to try it.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. We don't usually go there anymore because we just don't always get dessert. But
what? We don't go there.
I'm saying we don't always go there. When we go there, we don't always get dessert.
No, we don't. But I'm saying
we've had it before when we first went. Yeah.
And again, the other one I had too that is also awesome, Ugo in Culver City at Cafe Ugo.
Well, yeah,
it's a different one.
Very heavy, very sugary, and because chocolate. It's in a chocolate cup.
Yeah, but Cesarina in San Diego.
That was good too.
Great.
I've had we've had some good tiramisus.
Yeah. Maybe even Seneca. I don't know if we've had it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I'm telling you, this one was so good. So good. Oh, those lady fingers and coffee and the cream and the
it was
chocolate slices and chocolate in there.
Yeah, it was your birthday. We got to
happy birthday, double nickels to you.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Yeah. So that is kind of it, right? We did it. That's the birthday weekend jam, right? Did we cover it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So happy 55. I did it. I made it all the way. I mean, not worse. A little worse for wear. You know what I mean? I was never pretty. Don't think, but boy, yeah, it is what it is. So listen, hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed this food escapade. If you like any part of it, please go and subscribe on all the different socials, TikTok, YouTube. We're putting out more content as much as we can all the time. Also, a shout out to all the places that we did eat and we liked. They're all great. There it is, my friend. There it is. I'm glad you listened. Be nice to each other. We will talk to you soon.